Kayleigh McEnany, Outnumbered co-host and host of Saturday in America, joins us now. President Trump on Truth said even Democrats are saying it is a resignation from campaign territory. Democrat Jay Jones should drop out of the race immediately, but not all Democrats are saying that, including many in Democratic leadership. But Neera Tanden, she worked for Obama, well, Clinton, Obama, Biden. She said this.
I absolutely think people should criticize that 100%. I think it was a private conversation he had, but still awful and disgusting. Wasn't calling for it public, but terrible. And it should be condemned. But then we should condemn that. But then you should condemn when the president calls the Democratic Party the party of Satan.
Okay, so she's in the never apologize camp.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's a private conversation. How does that make a difference? Integrity is what you do when no one's looking. And what Jay was doing was talking about the murder of his political opponent and the children as well. Absolutely disgusting. And Mark Short actually clipped back at her and he said, name for me a single national Democrat saying step down. I don't know if there was one overnight, but from what I've seen, there's not a single national Democrat saying we're better than this.
Let me correct myself. I said she's in the never apologize camp. That's not true. He did apologize. She thought that was appropriate. She's in the don't resign camp.
Right. Well, he should resign. He should step aside. We should have a basic standard in American public life.
Look at this Charlie Kirk deal. All these private conversations. I don't know what Neera's talking about there. How about all those private conversations he had on Discord? And the private conversations he had with text messages to his roommate back in southern Utah.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
That's a great point. What is the difference? We live in a time period where, unfortunately, it's the assassination of Charlie Kirk, the gunning down of two beautiful students in a Minneapolis church during Mass. What we saw, the NFL shooting, Brian Thompson. I mean, the list goes on and on. The political violence, the ICE shooting just last week.
Kavanaugh.
This does not end until we hold our elected officials to a higher standard. And at a basic minimum, it should be not calling for the death of your political opponent.
100%. And a threat against children. It's just, it really just, I don't know where it comes from.
It's kind of weird. As a Democrat, if you look at this and think he should be our attorney general, that seems strange to me. Okay. Andrew Cuomo running for mayor here in New York against Mamdani. He says there is a civil war in the party. Watch here.
This is a civil war within the Democratic Party. Well, we have an extreme left, and they call themselves the Democratic Socialists. And they are trying to take over the Democratic Party. And this is a nationwide movement. And Mamdani is just a banner carrier for that movement. They just want to win the mayoralty as a crown that says their movement is the dominant movement.
Okay, so I feel like we've all been watching this for a while, but now they realize there's a reckoning?
Yeah, this reckoning's been going on for a long time. I mean, you had Bernie Sanders, who came quite close to winning the Democratic nomination, who represents the exact same viewpoint as Mamdani. You know, you had Jay Jacobs, who is the chair of the New York Democratic Party, and he said, you know, the platform of the so-called Democratic Socialists of America does not represent the principles, values, or policies of the Democratic Party. Well, we're about to find out pretty soon whether that's the case, because it looks like Mamdani is heading to the mayor's office. Maybe. Looks like it, based on the polling.
Two big debates coming up.
That could change things.
In this month.
That could change things, because what he's going to do to this city, it's the Democratic Party, and it's going to be Democratic socialism.
Yeah, I think the political lines are crossing in ways that I don't know if we've ever really seen this, you know, in our lifetimes. Cuomo said in that interview, we're about entrepreneurship and opportunity. You raise taxes and demonize corporations, they will leave. I don't know, man, last time I checked, those words were coming out of the mouth of a Republican, not a Democrat, in this case, an independent in this race.
He's reading the political tea leaves like Gavin Newsom did on some of these issues, and he's sounding more like a mainstream Republican. But I would remind people his record as in the pandemic, people, you know, rightfully critical of that. He is a liberal. Mamdani's to the left of the left, and we'll see which ideology wins out, because it's looking, I mean, my prediction, Mamdani's got this, and Democratic socialism is about to take over New York City.
Okay.
Progressivism sells to the young people. Yep. All right. Kayleigh, good to see you.
See you at noon.
Good to be here.
Right.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Kane podcast for full episodes right now.